Okay, in this source, it's a news report on the attack on Pozieres from the Sydney Morning Herald. Sorry, that's my dog. 20th of July, 1916. Sorry, the postman's here. Hang on, give me a sec. Okay, so I've got my dog here to stop her barking at the postman. So let's have a look. Now, I want you to think about it's a newspaper from the time. How would a newspaper report the war back home? Are we expecting the newspaper to be saying that there's huge slaughters, or are we expecting them? This is ridiculous. Or are we working from home, guys? Or are we expecting them to try and be always saying positive things about the Australians? So it says, the assault at Pozieres, continued the London officer, was one of the most difficult essayed since the offensive began. So they're saying this is the most difficult battle ever. Well, in this offensive. The Germans set their heart on retaining or keeping the village. So Douglas Haig's order was that Pozieres must be taken. When the word was given to charge, the Australians swept across the approaches to the German lines. There was no shouting or battle crying. Each Tom, Dick, and Harry, with teeth set firmly, went forth to slay in silence. When the German machine guns opened fire, the bullets whizzed in all directions. Okay, so they're saying it was kind of sneaky, right? Some crack German regiments were employed. So crack German regiments means like highly trained, the best of the best. So they're saying they're sending some of the best German regiments to the soldiers to attack the Australian soldiers at Pozieres. But the Anzacs went for their men and put in terrible bayonet work. This is interesting, right? So bayonet, remember, is the knife attached to the end of the gun. So he's saying here that the Australians attacked the Germans with the knife at the end. Terrible bayonet work. He is commenting here that that's not a nice way to be killing. It's quite awful, right? It's very up close. It's very personal. And he's putting that in there by saying terrible. After a fierce contest, the Australians and New Zealanders obtained the upper hand. It was the most horrible night any soldiers ever experienced. Don't know about that. By daybreak on Monday, we had a firm footing in the village. The fighting at Pozieres, continued the London officer, has proved that the Anzacs would face a wall of iron and go through it. So what I want you to do, and we're going to do this in a collaborate board on the next slide, is what is the author's attitude towards the Australians? What does he think of them? Are they good fighters? Are they bad fighters? You might be looking at that last sentence and trying to make a judgment of it. I want you to make a judgment, what does he think of them? And then try and have a word or quote from this source to support your answer. Okay, you going to say goodbye, Coco? Bye.